What's going on, folks? What is up? It is Friday night. We are here. We are doing the thing. So, if anyone is in here, let me know that you can hear me. Just Toxic Skeleton. Joseph. Sounds great. Fantastic. All right. Yeah, I've been having some technical difficulties with my webcam on my laptop. And so that's why I haven't really done many live streams, but I got it working tonight. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going out. So I figured I'd hang out with you fine folks. We do a little bit of a live stream here. JRM13 says, hey, not another game collector. What's up? 8-bit glitch in the house. All right, so I'm looking over here because I got two monitors going. I can see everything better over here. And sorry I left the Instagram stream. Phone died. Man, I had some issues with my phone. I still got issues. I just had a brand new battery installed, and 2 or 3 months later, it looks like I'm going to have to get another brand new battery. Yo, yo, what's up, everyone? Relentless Haggler in the house. Yeah, so it's going to be hot in here. I've got lights going, no fans, and actually, give me 2 seconds. Let me cut my air conditioning on. Okay. Ugh. Got my pillows right here. Tatted, when you getting another haircut, man? I just had one about 3 weeks ago. It's about time for another one, though. Oh, yeah, just had a haircut. About 3 weeks ago, I'd say. I go about once a month. PSP for life. Yeah, you can't see my PSP collection. All right, so folks, it's Friday night. Cheers. We're having a beverage tonight. Pixel Game Squad in the house. Games, games, games. I'm not sure which member that is. It could be Ricky. It could be Riff. It could be what I forgot. What's his name? Gabbo. Could be Gabbo. Evil Doge King. Hey Ted, what's going on? You get carried. Looks good. Hello from Guadalajara. All the way from Guadalajara. That's awesome. Very awesome. It's $35 a good price for Smash Brothers Melee. Complete? Absolutely. It's even better if you can find it at a yard sale for $1 or two, but $35 is not a bad price. It's I want to say it's around the 50 to 60 mark. Man, don't even get me started on Chase after the right price out there filling that van 2 weekends in a row. Man, he's killing it up there in Michigan. I'm happy for him though. I am. I'm extremely happy. Thing about Chase is he takes a lot more money to the yard sales than I do. What kind of beer am I having? It's a Corona. What's up, Riff? What's going on, brother? Hey, so I'm not the kind of person to spill a whole lot of drama onto the scene, but I needed something to kind of keep my mind off of personal things going on tonight. My baby cousin is in the hospital. She is 12 years old. About 5 years ago, she had a heart transplant, and she is in the middle of heart rejection, and it's not looking good. Um, Unfortunately, the hospital she's in is about 2.5 hours away from me, and so I need y'all to be upbeat and positive. And if you are spiritual people, just keep me in your thoughts. Keep my baby cousin in your thoughts. And But I need y'all to kind of distract me from the negative going on in the world right now. All right. What's up, Riff? What's up, Riff? I know that is crazy. Hey, hey. Think I may head to Michigan. I know Michigan got going on with some yard sales. So I hit up some yard sales today, and it was one right after the next, just junk, just pure garbage. And then you see Chase walking up to yard sales and boxes of GameCubes with awesome games and PS3s laying around and Super Nintendos and just games, games, games. And I'm like, oh, where are these yard sales at for me down here? Hey, I appreciate all the positive feedback. I appreciate it. Oh, it is. It's rough. It's rough. I mean, so she's my second cousin. It's my mom's sister's daughter, her kid. So my first cousin's kid. And my first cousin had two children, and she already lost her oldest daughter to this very same condition. And they caught it early in my baby cousin, and they caught it early, and she was able to get a heart transplant, and everything has been going fine for the past about 5 years, and now she's having problems, and it's not looking good. She's in liver failure right now, and she's only 12 years old. Man, that's a tough kid right there. I hate to hear any kid having to go through this. Oh, anyway, um, I'm not trying to make light of that subject. That's heavy on my mind tonight. But I needed a distraction, and what better distraction than you find folks and let's talk some video games. If you wouldn't mind, I mean, we got a little over 20 watchers at the moment. Let's go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. I'd really appreciate that. Got Collector's Luck in the house. Up, broski? That's tough. Wow, she's a strong girl. Praying for her and you. I appreciate that. What's the most challenging part of game hunting? The worst experience hunting? I tell you, the worst experience is when there are yard sales listed and you get to said yard sale, you get to the address, and there's no yard sale. Um, this is not new. Uh, there are people that will list fake yard sales to get the resellers and the hunters and the sharks going in one direction, while the person that posted that fake yard sale heads in a different direction. Um, it's widely known to happen, and I've experienced it many times. What is the most challenging part of game hunting? It's just the persistence. It's not a one time a week type of thing for me. It might be for some hunters, but I game hunt every single day. And from the moment I wake up, I'm always, like Collector's Luck says, always on the hunt. And if I'm not hitting up Facebook Marketplace, I'm hitting up Let Go. If I'm not hitting up Let Go, I'm hitting up OfferUp. I'm hitting up thrift stores, the pawn shops. I'm placing ads, letting people know that I buy video games. I'm hitting up yard sales, garage sales, the flea market every once in a blue moon because the closest one's a little over an hour away from me. Um, but it's just persistence. And the more persistent you are, and if you do this every single day looking for games, you'll find some amazing stuff. It's that day that you get caught slipping where you don't do anything is when you're going to miss out and somebody else is going to get that amazing find. All right, so any recent PSP games? Yeah, a couple of weeks ago I added I want to say a dozen PSP games. Um Nothing like real spectacular, but I don't come across a lot of complete in box or complete in case PSP games. I do come across a lot of loose games. Um, a week or two ago, I came across two loose games at the pawn shop, and I was able to flip them on eBay. I don't keep loose games, but if they have value and I can buy them cheap, I'll buy them cheap and then put them on eBay, flip them. make a little extra money, and then take that money and go out and find some more games. Recent fake yard sale, said games, collector stuff, and old porn collection. Wow, okay. Hey, brother from Mike, OC, California. What's up? All the way from Orange County. What's going on, man? Is your collection paid for at this point? Yes, everything in my collection has paid for itself. I take that back, except for the Turbo Express that I bought that I got last week. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. The Turbo Express cost me $60, and so that's all that I've spent on this entire collection right now. Everything else is paid for. I hate when people have one sign at the front of the neighborhood and you drive in and no sign around, so you have to go drive through all the neighborhood. Yeah, that sucks. Every day, that's right. Any update on the TurboGrafx Express? It works. Let me grab it. It's right here behind me. Okay, so I found this last week inbox for $60. I place ads on Facebook swap and shop pages, not Marketplace. Marketplace will shut it down very quickly. But if you go to your local swap and shop pages, like for whatever city you live in and the county you live in, and your surrounding cities and the surrounding counties in your area, and you join all the swap and shop pages that you can find, then what I do is I go to all of those pages and I list ads every single day. So, like today, I deleted yesterday's ads and I posted new ads. And then tomorrow, I'll delete today's ads and I'll post new ads. So, this guy hits me up on one of my ads and he's like, hey, and he sends me these, sends me a few pictures of the Turbo Express. He's like, have you ever seen one of these? I said, yes, I've seen them. It's been a long time, but I've seen them. He's like, well, I've never seen them. And I said, well, how much do you want for it? This is literally word for word verbatim what he said. I can quote you and I can show you the text message. He said, I don't want to scare you, but I was thinking $75 or best offer. I'm thinking in my head, $75 is a fantastic price to begin with. I'm all over it at $75. But, buddy, you kind of screwed up a little bit when you said or best offer because I'm a haggler and I'm going to throw out a decent offer. So I offered $60 and he took it. About an hour later, I met up with him, and then you saw the footage in last Sunday's video. So that was a fantastic find. But I get hit up all the time. A guy hit me up last night and he says, hey, I haven't been home in 16 years. I've been on the road working, but I think I've got an original Nintendo, a whole bunch of games, a Super Nintendo with games, two Ataris with a whole bunch of games. I said, well, when will you be back home? He said, week after next. I was like, fantastic. I'll get in touch with you and maybe we can work out a deal. So it works for me to post ads. It doesn't work for everybody. There's a lot of competition out there. But thankfully, in the area that I live in, there's not much competition. All right, so let's see. Best to enjoy others' finds and not get upset. You can't be everywhere all the time. Just do what you can. Absolutely. And be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for what you find. And I mean, we're any day above ground is a good day. So, I say that a lot. And just be grateful for everything that you can find. We're going to have crappy days and we're going to have good days. And but yeah, there's really not a need to really ever get upset about what other people find. I mean, I've had a lot of people get upset with me over the stuff that I found. I'm like, hey man, you're going to turn around and have a great day, and then I'm going to be stuck with 10 copies of NBA 2K10. It's just going to be one of those days. Really enjoy the channel, and because of you, I've been looking into DVDs more and got a copy of Rose Red I'm going to be selling. Rose Red is out of print, and so yeah, you can get upwards of $15 for Rose Red, sometimes more depending on condition and whether or not it has the original insert, just like a video game. So fantastic find. Let's see. Yard sales suck where I live. Never find anything good. Okay, not another game collector. Timeout. Timeout. I've got to preach about these type of comments. I see these type of comments all the time. Yard sales suck where I live. I never find anything good. If you continue to have that mind frame, then the universe is going to hand you on a silver platter everything that you just spoke into existence. If you continue to say, I never find anything good and everything is always negative, like, I never find anything good, yard sale sucks. Well, every time you go out yard selling, the yard sales are going to suck. And if you continue to say that you never find anything good, well, then you're going to continue to never find anything good. But if you flip that mentality and you say, all right, today I'm going to find something and it's going to be awesome, you may find something awesome, you may not, but you just have to have that positive, upbeat mentality, and you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what positive thinking will bring. Thanks to your DVD hunting video, I've also found 2 rose reds for $1 each. Flip one, kept one. Fantastic. What do my ads say? Okay, so in the swap and shop pages, you can sell items. So the title of my listing says I buy old video games and toys. And then the price I put $10. And then the description says go dig in your attics, basements, closets, and storage lockers and show me what you've got. I'm looking for the following: Nintendo, parentheses, original, Super, N64, Virtual Boy, GameCube, Wii, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. I list everything. And then underneath that, Sega, Sega Genesis, Sega CD, Sega Saturn, etc. TurboGrafx 16, Atari, and then just I list everything. And then it says at the very bottom, send me a message and let's work out a deal or something to that effect. And then I attach a picture that's got a whole bunch of video games, old video games on it. And overlaid on that picture is the words quick, easy cash. And it works for me. Greatest score this year is the TurboGrafx, Turbo Express. Best score of the year so far. So far. Hey, what's going on? Ellis Cotton says, preach it. You always want to head to smallest towns in your area. That's where you find all the hidden treasures. There are some amazing stuff floating around. You never know what you're going to find. Found a ghetto blaster yesterday for $5. Should get over 200 for it. Fantastic. If you don't remember, ask for games. Set up a plan on yard sale apps. Okay, so there is a yard sale app. I think it's called Yard Sale Treasure Tracker or something like that. It's on the Google Play Store. I'm sure it's in the Apple Store as well. You could pay like a yearly subscription to this thing for like $1 or $2, and when you set your location, it should show you all of the local yard sales in the area. You can then filter them by yard sales listing specific items. So if you're looking for video games, you can put video games in the filter and it'll list those yard sales first. However, I live in such a small little podunk area of southeast Georgia that this particular app does not work for me. I've bought it and there is never anything that ever pops up. So, oh well. Wait, hold on. I got to scroll up and see what you fine folks said. Just finished yesterday watching all of your content from the very beginning. Awesome stuff as always. So, you ready? Let's go. Corey, if you watched every single video, man, you watched this channel pretty much grow into what it is. Because I remember the first video, I shot it like with my phone this way instead of this way. So it just looked horrible. And I kind of toned down a lot of that energy that I had. I mean, I was full of energy. I don't think I could educate myself with out of print movies like I did with video games. Yes, you can. You can go on YouTube and type in out of print DVDs, and there are a ton of videos um, that will pop up. And if you just watch them, it's just like learning video games. You know what to look for. You know what's worth what, and you'll be able to find stuff out in the wild as you're just skimming. You're like, oh, yep, that's out of print. I saw that in the video. Let me snatch that up. What's up, Tatted and Friends from Ricardo? I found PAL PS2 games at Goodwill. That's pretty cool. I have a Chris on my subs. Chris M. Hey Ricardo. That beard getting long, digging it, my brother. Yeah, I'm in need of a beard trim too. Look at this. All this back here. I need to get that trimmed up, lined up, and looking tight. But yeah, I'm coming up in a couple of months on a year of growing the beard. Watching your channel and collection grow since 100 subs and has been crazy. Massive love from New Zealand. Have a great day. Hey, NZ Link, I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much for being with me for that long. I'm peaking at right around 2,300 subs. Continue to grow every day, and that's fantastic. I really appreciate that. Hey, Tatted, I am 2 hours north of you. Fantastic. And I have the same issue with the app, but it is great around big cities. Yeah, around big cities, it works great. Um, like Macon, Savannah, Atlanta, Athens, around those bigger cities, it does work. I do have a Samsung phone. This is what I shoot all of my YouTube videos on, except for these live streams. So I'm a horror guy, most definitely. Yes. The Video Game Brothers, the longer your beard, the more subs you have. Man, I'll tell you what, we gonna grow it like ZZ Top then. If that's the case. All right, let's give it up for the Video Game Brothers in the house. This is probably Phil who found Earthbound on the very first yard sale that he went to on the very first day of yard sale season this past Saturday up in Washington. So let's give a round of applause for Phil for finding Earthbound. He pretty much found it for less than $2. I still haven't found one. He's found like three or four already since last year. Would I consider Peaches to Beaches the best yard sales in your area? Okay, here's the thing about Peaches to Beaches. Oh, my nose itches. It is 200 plus miles along Highway 341 in Georgia. I want to say the last weekend of March every year. And you just get on Highway 341, find you a section because it's a 2-day event, and you just drive and just hit every yard sale that you can. Um, I have found a lot of really good stuff at Peaches to Beaches. I've been 3 years in a row, and I have filmed 2 years now. So I like the community sales like that. I like being able to hit yard sale after yard sale, back to back to back. Gamers Manuel, I want to be just like you when I grow up, buddy. I want to be just like you, finding 2 Vectrexes in 1 year. Good to see you too, Ricardo. Incredible. Video Game Brother says thanks. Cooper's TV is here. Kurgan wins. Sweet Phil, that's awesome. Yeah. It was an amazing find. Favorite horror movie you would want to be stuck in, and then the least one. Oh, geez. Um, all right, so the least one is The Descent. I am extremely claustrophobic. I don't even like people in my little personal space bubble, like arm's length at least. Stay at least arm's length away from me. And The Descent, if you have not seen The Descent, um, It's about a group of women who are spurlunkers. They're cave divers, and they go into this undocumented cave, and they get lost, and they run into a species of humanoid-like creatures. Um, it's very intense, and just watching it gives me the heebie-jeebies because of the claustrophobia, not because of the creatures that are chasing them through the cave. But the one I'd want to be stuck in, I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. Would you sell or keep Earthbound when you find it? I would document that I found it. I would film it, and I would let everyone see, hey, I found Earthbound, and I found it for this price, and then I'd sell it. I've got it on the SNES Mini, the SNES Classic, but I mean, it's $200. Like like I made a video not long ago about wanting to go after the complete NES collection. And so I had a lot of people hitting me up saying, "Okay, well, so what are you going to do when it comes time to get the heavy dollar NES games like Little Samson and Flintstones, Dinosaur Peak, and Bonk's Adventure, and et cetera, et cetera?" And I said, "Well, I'm going to go after them in the wild. I want to find them stupid dirt cheap at a yard sale. And here's the deal: if and when I ever find these heavy dollar Nintendo games in the wild, I'm going to film it. So everyone is going to be able to see that I found a legit copy in the wild for dirt cheap. And then, as soon as I post that video, that legit copy is going straight on eBay or it's going straight to another personal collector who wants it. And then I'm putting a reproduction cart in the collection. There's just no sense in sitting on that kind of money. But I want to find the legit copy in the wild. So if I ever do come across those heavy hitter titles for the NES, you can be absolutely positively sure that I'm going to film it and then I'm going to sell it. All right, so let's see. What's my favorite handheld? The Game Boy Advance SP. I like how compact it is. I love the backlit screen on the 101. I find the best deals are between the cities at Peaches to Beaches. Yes, stay out of the city limits. Stay on the outskirts when you're doing Peaches to Beaches. If you get in the city limits, all you are finding are resellers and like retailers that are like selling new stock, like Walmart return pallets and stuff like that. The retro video games around have dried up. They're still out there, buddy. Keep looking. Ricade says, hi, collector's luck. Looks like we got a lot of hunters in the house. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Great movie. Yes, The Descent is a fantastic movie. And The Descent 2 as well. It picks right up. The Descent 2 picks right up where the first one left off. Will I be at Southeast Game Exchange this year? If so, would love an autograph. Man, I'll send you an autograph. But no, I won't be there this year. But if Corey, if you want to hit me up on Instagram or my Facebook page, just send me a message. The links to the Instagram and Facebook are in the description of every video. And then just send me your address. And I mean, if you want an autograph, sure, I'll send you one. As above, so below. Yes. Ooh, that's a good one. Yes. If y'all have not seen As Above, So Below on Netflix, watch it. Freaked me out too because of the claustrophobic feel of the movie. Yeah, and it reminded me a lot of The Descent. Yes, I love that. Nice catch on that one, Reedmeister. I've got the SNES and NES Mini. Fantastic. Arcade, I have found Castlevania 2. Let's see. Gamers Manuel is in the house. We've been chit chatting with him for a minute. Later. Man, here's what I like about Gamers Manuel. He'll be on his phone recording, right? Let's say he found this. Like just picked up Keith Courage, and actually this Keith Courage came from Gamers Manuel. Buddy, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for sending this to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And um I got to put something in the mail for you. I know you said you don't need anything, but dude, I feel bad for like, you know, I'd feel better trading for Keith Courage. But gamers man will be he'll be in his car. He like just let the flea. I like how he calls it the flea. Picked up Keith Courage for $1 later. I love that dude. He's so awesome. Gamers Manuel is good people. You definitely want him on your team. Chris says, "Are you still wanting Shenmue? No problem if you don't. Just ask him because I will sell it if you don't." Chris hit me up on Instagram. I totally forgot about Shenmue. I found 2 stadium events. Wow. One in Salem, yeah, and one in a flea in Rhode Island, both in 2014. Wow, man, I wish you would have had. I wish you had. I don't even know what to say. I wish you had it on film. I'd love to see that. Corey, between your channel, if you were name a movie that sells for a good price, but a more common one, what would that be? A movie that sells for a very good price, but is a little more common, is Apocalypto on Blu-ray. You can get $40 to $50 every time you sell the Apocalypto Blu-ray on eBay, and it's not that hard to find. I've found several copies. I think I found 3 or 4 copies in the past year, so it's not extremely hard to find. And the DVD sells 15 to $20. So between your channel, Gamers Manuel, Ream Bean, Chase, my notifications are always going off and never run out of content. Fantastic. I mean, Gamers Manuel, Ream Bean, Chase, those are all great content creators. Um, I appreciate the love. Collector's luck. I love it too. Don't worry about it. We are good. Manny, I appreciate it, man. I really do. I would not have been able to test that Turbo Graphics if Gamers Manuel had not sent me Keith Courage. No problem. I'll hold it as long as you want if needed. Arcade, I got a SNES. VGB says I could watch Gamers Manuel shop for shampoo and I would be thoroughly entertained. Yeah, yeah. Let's uh let's give it up for Gamers Manuel. I'll tell you what I like about the Video Game Brothers. They'll be like this right here. They'll be like, yeah, picked up Brain Age. That's going in the shovelware pile. They just chuck it across the room. I found an Apocalypto and sold it for 30 within 10 minutes. Yeah, Apocalypto sells quick. It sells very, very quick. Sells about as quick as NCAA 14. NCAA football 14. Chase has been killing it lately. Man, Chase goes to these yard sales with about $2,000 in his pocket too. I'm lucky if I go to yard sales with 150 bucks. What games do I need for my SNES collection? I mean, there's really not anything I'm actively seeking for. If I don't have it and I find it, I keep it. If I've already got it, then I'll see which of the two is in better condition. I'll keep the better condition one, and I'll sell the duplicate. When we get in that shampoo shopping haul video? Yes, Kurgan wins. I keep running into blues of "I Spit on Your Grave" and "My Bloody Valentine" on blue. Dude, if you keep finding "My Bloody Valentine" on Blu-ray, the the special edition, the special edition on Blu-ray sells for about $70 or more. The one that the remake is very common, but Lionsgate put out the special edition DVD and Blu-ray when the remake came out on DVD and Blu-ray, and the special edition "My Bloody Valentine" on Blu-ray is very expensive. It's a $70+ Blu-ray on eBay all day. So if you find the special edition, man, keep flipping them. How do you feel about Robert Pattinson being the new Batman? Man, that was the wrong question to ask me, man. Because YouTube's going to shut my channel down for all the cussing that is about to come out of my mouth. So, if that answers your question, yeah. Next question. The video game brothers are great. I need to get their arrow fight. Don't we all need to get that arrow fighters? Hey, let's go over to Phil's house and beat him up. Let's tie him to the chair and snatch his arrow fighters. Nah, brother, we love you, man. You're doing good things out there in Washington. NCAA 14 is a good seller. I'm holding on to a couple of copies though. Yeah, hold on to your copies if you've got multiples, because NCAA 14 will always go up in value during football season, college football season, especially during the playoffs. And the Xbox 360 versions were selling for $150 plus last year during the playoffs. So if you got a few laying around and you could hold off from selling them and just wait, you can make a lot more money during football season. Chris says she didn't hit the bell for the video game brothers. That's it. Everybody unsubscribe from Chris. I'm just kidding. Gamers Manuel Arrow Fighters isn't even that good, if that makes you feel better. It might be a crappy game. We just want it because it's hard to find. Yes, I am definitely looking forward to Joker when it comes out. I think Joaquin Phoenix is going to knock that one out of the park. I think we're going to be very, very surprised with what he does with that character. I would be surprised if he gave Heath Ledger a run for his money. For sure. Or Christmas as well when selling NCAA 14. Yeah, Christmas time and football season. Man, I come prepared with snacks. Got some Pringles. I don't know why the hell do they make these Pringle cans so freaking small. My big hand can't even fit in here to grab the chips. You know, I think Pringle's original idea was to make tennis balls, but then they just gave up and said we'll make chips instead. Man, I hope Joaquin Phoenix beats the shit out of Robert Pattinson. All right, so I know everybody gives Robert Pattinson like a lot of hate for his Twilight series, being a little sparkly vampire. But if you watch his more artistic stuff, he is a pretty decent actor. Like, I don't think he should ever play Batman, but he's got talent aside from Twilight. When it comes to his more artistic movies, um, I've seen a few of them, and he's not that bad. But do I think he should be Batman? Hell no. Although the guy that's doing Batman said that he's going to focus on more of the world's greatest detective part of Batman versus the dark, nitty gritty version that has been seen on film a dozen times. What am I vaping on? A blue raspberry menthol. Twilight is art. Yeah, art that I want to burn in my fire pit. What are some games I've spent the most hours playing in my lifetime? Skyrim, and now every time I see Skyrim, I want to throw it across the river. I want to tie a brick to it and just chunk it in the river. I got to this point. What's up, Fire Spin? Good luck on the hunt tomorrow. You too, buddy. Um, so I got to this point on Skyrim where I had to go into this house, and they said, "Okay, you can't take any weapons in with you." So I dropped off my cache of weapons outside. I go into the house, and I get stuck in this room where the only way out, I would need weapons, and I had no weapons. And so I kept dying, and it kept looping over and over and over, and I got stuck in a black hole of this game where like there was nothing I could do except to just quit. And I had put like an ungodly amount of hours into that game. So now I've got this hate for it. Other than that, I would say like the Mario series and the Zelda series. I mean, the series as a collective. I've played a buttload of hours of all the Mario games and all the Zeldas. So I mean, collectively as a series as a whole, those would be the ones. I have not played Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11 is still $59.99. Plus, I have a buddy of mine that lives down the road, and he bought Mortal Kombat 11 and said that it sucks. He's highly unimpressed. Have I done any videos on picking DVD Blu-rays that have value? Quite a bit. I've done like 15 to 20 videos. They're called live DVD and Blu-ray hunting, are the episodes. So, um, yeah, and in those videos, just like you see in my video game hunting videos where I show you the sold section, I show you what I sold the movies for, and so you can kind of get an idea of like the value on the movies that I'm selling on eBay. The only reason I got into that was to make a little extra money to buy more video games. How hard did your jaw hit the floor when you saw that Earthbound Fire Spin? Fire Spin found Earthbound last year. I still haven't found one. I found Ruler Rose. I had to pick a game that has not been made into a movie, what game would you like to see on the big screen? At least three. Legend of Zelda. I want to see Legend of Zelda on the big screen so bad. I do. I think they could pull it off if Nintendo would just come off them damn rights. Come on, Nintendo. I mean, y'all already screwed up with the Super Mario Brothers way back in the day. Stupid ass movie. But now that Sonic is coming out, who knows? Nintendo might say, all right, let's do it. I think it'd make for an awesome, awesome movie, especially if you got like Ron Howard to direct it, because Ron Howard did Willow, and to me, Willow and Zelda kind of have that same scenery feeling to me, like, or I think Ron could pull it off as a director. Do I buy stuff on Mercari or eBay much anymore? No, I don't find the good deals on Mercari like I used to. Like Rain Bean told me about Mercari, and so I downloaded it and I was finding some really good deals. And now it's just completely overwhelmed with resellers selling stuff for more than it's worth or selling stuff right at retail value. So it's I don't even bother with it anymore. Other than and then eBay, I mean, I get on eBay late at night just to see if anybody's dumb enough to post something, ridiculously low priced. And I don't find anything that I'm interested in buying. Other than fellow gamers, collectors, who are some of the other YouTubers you like to watch? Um, I watch Tucker Upper and Taco Stacks. Taco Stacks is like in the next town over from Firespin Gaming. Um, they're up north, northeast area. But Tucker Upper and Taco Stacks, they're flippers. They're they're pickers. They go out trash picking and they flip at the flea market. They're out buying storage lockers and flipping stuff online. Um, Taco Stacks goes out thrifting once or twice a week, and he'll flip vintage clothes on his Etsy account. He sells a little bit on eBay. He sells at the flea market. He picks up scrap metal, but you just be kind of surprised, like what the value of stuff is that they find. Because like I go to thrift stores all the time. If I can find me an old, you know, vintage football jersey or something like that for stupid cheap, and then I can flip it on eBay, well, there's more money for video games. If I could pick a new remake of a game, what would it be? Silent Hill. Silent Hill, Silent Hill, Silent Hill, Silent motherfucking Hill. Come on, Konami, come with it. I am ready for a remake of Silent Hill. I'm sick and tired of playing the old gritty ass grainy PlayStation 1 Silent Hill. And it's my favorite video game of all time. Please, for the love of everything that is holy about Silent Hill, please freaking remake it. But live action or cartoon or full CGI, what are you talking about, Firespin? What are you talking about? Cartoon or full? What? Huh? Wait, how hard did your? Man, I was thinking about buying. Do I buy some? If you could pick, but live action or cartoon or full CGI. Come back with it. I'm not understanding what you're talking about. Anyone seen Detective Pikachu? No, but I want to. Smash Brothers Cinematic Universe. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Maybe if Detective Pikachu does well, they might do more. What games that are cheap now that you think may grow in price? For example, I think We Calling might be one. I think We Calling might be one too. It's hard to find. Uh, what games? 3D Dot Game Heroes. It's an Atlas title on PS3. It's a fantastic Zelda clone. They knocked it out of the park. It's not very common. I also think I don't know. I think a lot of these limited games, like from uh, Real Strictly Limited, and like some of these exclusives from Play Asia and Limited Run Games, and uh, different companies like that, you're going to see that those games will just keep growing and growing and growing and growing in price. They're going to get ridiculously hard to find. Not the games that they leave like an open pre-order for, but the ones where they strictly do like a limited run on them, where there's like only 2,000 copies worldwide. Like like this game right here, they only did 2,000 copies of Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. You keep that sealed in your PS4 collection, and there's no telling what it's going to go for in 10 years. Let's see. Macari has a ton of resellers. I would sell my games cheap on there and get flocked with resellers. Yeah. Ricade says, bye, brother. Have a good one, man. What system am I closest to completing? The N64. Yep, I'm at a little over 180 games out of the 296. There's still like a lot of stupid common stuff out there that I don't have. Like I have like no Mario parties for the N64. I haven't found the first one. In all of the N64 lots that I've ever bought, I've never bought one with a Mario party in it. Yeah, Zelda movie Fire Spin. Yes, 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 yes. It's good, Tatted. Well, I say so as a Pokemon fan. It is very much a fan movie. It's hey, Ryan Reynolds is doing Pikachu. I freaking love Ryan Reynolds. I think he's a trip. Um, I could definitely watch, Deadpool. Speaking of Deadpool, I picked up Deadpool 2 on Blu-ray today. $2. Am I the only one that bought Axiom Verge for the Wii U? No, I was going to, and every time I put it in my cart, it got sold out. It got sold out like that. So I was there, I was trying to put it in my cart. I think Axiom Verge is going to be stupid expensive. Have you ever played Gears of War? No. I've got Gears of War. It's up there. I've never played it. You got Mario Party for free? Punk. Send it to me, man. Ryan Reynolds is awesome. I like Ryan. I do. I'm sure y'all tired of seeing my face right here. But I'm looking at my TV screen that's freaking huge. And then my laptop's pretty small. What's my least favorite part or item in my collection? The sports games. I do have a few sports games that I will probably never get rid of. I've got NCAA Football 11 for the PS2, which is the last NCAA game made on the PS2. You can still get over $20 for it, 25. Madden 12 on the PS2. It's the last Madden made for the PS2. It still holds value. Any of the sports games that are like that hold value that are good to pick up. And if anybody wants a list, I've got an entire spreadsheet of sports titles to always be on the lookout for. As if anybody wants that spreadsheet, just message me on Instagram or Facebook, and I can just send it to you. It's a Google spreadsheet, so you would need to open it up through Google. My friend had 2 copies and knew I collect, so he gave me one. Collector's Luck, you got freaking Mighty Final Fight, I think it was, for free, so I don't even like you anymore. And I talk to you every day. Do I collect repros? I don't have any repros. Nope. But I was telling Pedro Kid, if you're just joining, I was telling the congregation in here earlier that during my journey of collecting for the NES, if I happen to come across the heavy hitters for the NES, such as Little Samson, Flintstones, Dinosaur Peak, Bonk's Adventure, some of the more high end Cowboy Kid, the moment I find these in the wild, I'm going to film them and I will show you that they are legit copies and that I got them for a stupid dirt cheap price because I found them in a yard sale or something, or I got them in a lot. And then the moment that I put that video out that shows you that I found it, I'm putting the authentic cart on eBay or selling to another collector, and then I'll put the reproduction cart in my collection. I'm not sitting on that kind of money. I am not sitting on that kind of money. Like if I was VG Brothers, I would have already been sold that Aero Fighters, and I would have put a repro in my collection. That's a lot of money. Do I collect PC games? No, I've never been a PC gamer. I've always been a console man. I just sold on eBay Wii Arcade Hits Pack, Gunblade New York, Special Air Assault Force, and LA Machine Guns, 44.95. I thought I had some spare duplicate N64 games, but I guess I remembered wrong. I guess you did. The last sports game I bought at retail was NBA Jam on the SNES. Man, NBA Jam is not a sports title. NBA Jam is childhood. To me, I'm talking about like your Tiger Woods '09, Tiger Woods 10, Tiger Woods 2030. NBA Jam is freaking classic. He's on fire! Boom! Whole freaking crowd goes wild. Yes, I love me some NBA Jam. And if you did not play it as a kid, man, you missed out on some childhood experiences and memories with your friends. But yeah, that the last sports game I bought was probably Wii Sports because I just bought one today. Or no, yesterday. Do you feel it helps when going to the same pawn shops and building relationships to score better deals? Yes. Yes. The 2 pawn shops I go to all the time and get the fantastic deals is because I go almost every single day and I'm super nice to everybody and I've built that relationship with them. And it's gotten to the point now where they call me, "Hey, we got this, and this coming out today. Do you want it?" And then I'll just be like, "Nah, you can go ahead and put that on the shelf," or I'll be like, "Yeah, hold that in the back and don't ever let it touch the floor." The floor meaning, the sales floor. Um, they call me now when they get really good stuff. And so it's awesome. Yeah. I'm glad that I go every day. And they're super nice to me. I'm super nice to them. But I spend a lot of money in that store too, in those shops. I mean, I always get, fantastic deals, but I'm in there 6 days a week. Uh, who needs N64 games? I do. Me. I'm heading up the flea market tomorrow morning here in Ohio. Wish me luck. Good luck, Ford Wagner. Hope you come across a Turbo Graphics 16 lot. Ricardo Cody says, I beat Bithead 1000. Man, I love me some Bithead. Bithead is a fantastic storyteller. He remembers so much from his childhood. And it's just fun, like listening to him because you're like, yeah, I remember that stuff too. Okay, everybody's like, I wish there was a Linden Bear around me. Linden Bear is a family owned, very small, privately owned chain of pawn shops. There's, I think, 25 to 30 of them in the southeast area. There's a there's a couple of them in Alabama. There's a lot in Georgia, and there's a few in Florida, the north area of Florida. It's family owned, and they're not like a huge corporation. Um, they're not a huge chain, but they do have several stores. And the good deals I can get at one, I can't always get at the other. Like I can go 40 miles to the next county over where there's another one, and I can't get the same good deal that I can right here in my hometown because I go here every single day. So, um, but man, I wish there was a good pawn shop for everybody that just handed out stupid deals. Ferret's Game, what's up, Tata? What's up, Ferrets? Do I have a Turbo Graphics or Neo Geo stuff? I wish I had a Neo Geo, but that stuff is so expensive. Man, even back when the stuff was brand new, you're talking $250 plus for one game. No, I do not have any Neo Geo stuff. And I just recently found my very first Turbo Graphics find ever. Um, I showed it earlier, which is the Turbo Express. So I've got to get this recapped, and before I can really start to enjoy it. And the guy that gave me a quote said that he could also do a region unlock mod on it, install a chip to where I could play PC Engine games on it. So I'll be doing that soon. Keep an eye out for a Hero Quest board game. Found one for $5 last week. Sold for $150 on eBay last night. Hero Quest. Hey, thanks for the tip. I've never even heard of that game. Ashley Fluttershy says, hello, Tatted. Hello, Ashley. Alice Cotton, the pawn shop I would always go to flooded and closed for good. Oh, that sucks. Oh my God, phone. LOL. Anyway, you going to the game exchange this year? No. No, probably not. Yeah, Hero Quest is a great board game. Sold 2 modules sometime back. Ashley says, I'm a Georgia girl, but I'm up north. Hey, I like them Georgia girls. Ferret's Game, chilling. Also, Mass Effect Risk board game brings good money. I've got my original Risk board game from 19 whenever it came out. Where's my Ricardo Cody? I have Mario Party 1 for you. Fantastic. I need Mario Party. I have not found it yet. Um, my N64 collection, I mean, you can see some of it right here. And I have not found it yet. Give you a common nest for it? Hey, hit me up on Instagram. Um, the link to my Instagram is in the description of every video on my channel. Or if you just search Tatted Collector on Instagram, you'll find me. And then send me a message, and we'll work that trade out. Yeah, I've got several common nest games. We'll work out a fair trade though for it for sure. Last season I found 3 systems complete in box: a Master System, ColecoVision, and a Telstar arcade. Yeah, fantastic, fantastic. I still have not found a Master System. I would love to add that to the collection. BG Brother says, would you rather have a complete SNES collection or a complete GameCube collection? Man, Phil, You hit me with a hard question. Okay, so here's my history with video games growing up. So I started with the Atari 2600, and then when Nintendo left New York and went nationwide, I was at Walmart the day that it went nationwide, and you could buy it for the first time for the first day that it came out. Um, and so I had a lot of love for the NES, and I played my NES and skipped Super Nintendo altogether. And then when I was a teenager, I worked like 3 jobs, and I bought the N64. So it wasn't until I started collecting much later that I ever even played the Super Nintendo for the first time ever. So I did play the GameCube before I ever played the Super Nintendo. So I'd probably have to go with the GameCube on that one. Just because I played it more than I did the Super Nintendo. I think I've still played it more than I had the Super Nintendo. Got any Saturn stuff? Yeah, but not much. I've got one Saturn game and the Saturn console. Am I a Mitch Hedberg fan? Yeah. Mitch Hedberg once said he was the king of one-liners and like the driest humor. He said I was gonna get my teeth whitened. I was like, nah, screw that. I'll just get a tan instead. Because when you tan, your teeth already look whiter. Do you have any memories from going to Blockbuster and renting a game multiple times because you loved it so much, or just miss Blockbuster? Period. Yeah, my Friday nights, just like tonight, I was at Blockbuster running into all of my friends, and I was there looking for a movie and a video game, and that movie and video game will be my entertainment for the weekend. And I played a shit out of some games, and and then I'd find some games that I really liked, and just I'd rent them several times. Absolutely. One of them was Mylon Secret Castle. I love that game, and it's especially great with the NES Advantage. Blockbuster didn't carry many NES games though, like for a while. And they started getting more into Super Nintendo and N64. But when Blockbuster opened up close to me in the next city over, when I was a kid, they had some NES games for a while. Never rented a video game, just movies. I have a copy of Sparkster for the SNES if you're interested. I'm interested, but that's an expensive game. That's what, like $100, 90 to $100. I have Mario Party 1 for you. Give me a common NES that I need. Let's trade. Ricardo Cody. Yeah, I hear you, brother. Just hit me up on Instagram. You can find me if you just click or search on Instagram at Tatted Collector. Bonus, the Master System even had the 3D glasses. Heck yeah. Nice. I heard Goodwill is moving all their prices up more. Someone needs to make a Facebook group where people send in the crazy priced stuff that they find and have a good laugh. Or maybe there already is one. I need to be in it. I know my local Goodwills have their games $5.05 each, and they're usually common games. My local Goodwill has their video games. If they're marked, it's usually $2.99. If they're unmarked, it's $1.99. Yesterday, found Dragon Quest PS2 at one. Very awesome. The Goodwills near me are doing the same thing. And the color of the week is only for clothes now. That sucks. The Pringles reference remind me of Hedberg. Yeah, it was straight up Hedberg. Yeah, Hedberg's like, I think Pringles' original intention was to make tennis balls, and then they just said, screw it. I had a lot of bad experiences game hunting. All right, so let me tell you about. I'll tell you a story that I'm still salty on to this day. Yes, Tatted got very salty on what happened to him last year. So I had this buddy of mine. Saturday morning, I'm out yard selling. I get up to this lady's house, I'm looking around, and I asked her, I said, hey, you wouldn't happen to have any old video games, would you? Like Nintendo, Sega, Super Nintendo, stuff like that? She said, honey, if you would have been here 10 minutes ago, I just sold all of them. I was like, oh, crap. I said, well, just to make sure that I have a really crappy day, would you mind telling me what you had? And she said, oh, about 12 of those Nintendo games. I said, okay. Would you mind telling me what you sold them for? And she said, $10. I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's a pretty good deal. It's, a little less than $1 a game. Heck yeah. Well, I leave the yard sale with no video games. And about 15 minutes later, my buddy sent me a message on Facebook. He said, hey, look what I just got. And it was 12 Nintendo games. He's like, yeah, I paid $10 for all of them. And in that picture of video games was a complete in-box DuckTales 2 worth over $400. I'm still salty about that today. Like, I was literally at that sale just a few minutes right after he had left. Oh, so freaking salty on that. But, I'm happy for him, but I'm kind of salty I didn't get it. Ford Wagner asked if I collect for the Dreamcast. I do. It's just rare that I ever come across Dreamcast games in the wild. I've come across some, excuse me, once or twice now. So I only have like 4 or 5 games. Collector's Luck says DuckTales. Yeah. I usually go to South Carolina Goodwills, which they're cheaper, and they do color clothes for $1 each. The kid, 20 times 6, says, yo, Corey Hitchcock, have you ever gone to a yard sale and asked if they have games? And they do, but they have to look them up on eBay? No, I've never had that happen. The kid, 20 times 6, I'm Tom Apple. Yeah, I know you. Right on, brother. Kurgan wins. Last summer, I hit a mother load of Dreamcast games. That's fantastic. Yeah, I've come across Dreamcast games complete in case once. And then I found like a loose disc of Sonic Adventure. Have I ever gone to a sale when they had outrageous prices on their games? Yeah. I don't let it phase me though. I've gone to a sale where they have like $10 on this game and $8 on this game, and I'm like, listen, I know y'all looked all these up on eBay, but this ain't eBay. This is a yard sale. If you want eBay prices, I want you to take every one of these games right back inside your house, take pictures of them, list the condition of them, test them, make sure that all of them work. And then when they sell, I want you to eat the eBay fee. I want you to eat the PayPal fee. I want you to also list them for free shipping and eat that cost too. And then I want you to put them in a bubble mailer. Oh, and while you're at it, make sure you put some bubble wrap on the inside so the discs don't flop around. And then take it to the post office. And then you can ask for eBay prices. But I'm here at a yard sale and I expect yard sale prices. So here's a stack of games that I'll give you $1 each for. Don't tell me I won't. I'll do it. Daniel Kumar says, "Hi, I love your videos." Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. Ashley, I've had that happen a few times, Corey. It's crazy. I'm in North Georgia because there's 4 flea markets near me. I'm going hunting with you, Ashley. Come on. Let's go hit us some flea markets. Demolition Racer, no exit for the Dreamcast is so fun. Keep an eye out for it. I definitely will. Actually, I'll keep an eye out for anything Dreamcast because, like I said, I only have like 4 or 5 games. You can't return games to a yard sale, no. But if you have a disc resurfacer, you don't really need to. I mean, if they're scratched and don't play. Um, say I didn't, G Dilla. Want to bet? I'm ruthless. Do you feel you have a lot of competition where I live and went out hunting at the flea market and yard sales? I've got a little bit of competition, a little bit, and it's okay. I don't keep ties with my competition. I don't I don't really talk to them. I let them do their thing. I do my thing. I don't show what I'm finding. They don't show me what they found. That way, I'm not getting salty like I did last year when I missed out on DuckTales 2, complete in box. And then when I'm finding something that they might be salty over, they're not, we're not in each other's business. Now, I would much rather talk to collectors outside of my area, that is not my direct competition. I love talking to other collectors that way, but collectors slash resellers and hunters in my area, I don't want to know nothing about what you're doing. Don't talk to me. Don't come at me with your finds or nothing, because you're either gonna make me jealous or I'm gonna be in a bad mood because I didn't find it, and I'm highly competitive. Um, collectors, let's see. Do you take your phone out at yard sales? Do you think it's okay to do so? I always have my phone out because that's what I record on. And if I see something at a yard sale and I'm unsure of what the value is, I will, if there's not anybody, directly, like if there's not competition there at the same sale, like let's say I found this. If there's competition, I'm going to hold it in my hand. If there's nobody else there and I don't have to worry about it, then I'll just leave it where it's at. I'll walk away, I'll look it up, and I'll come right back. I've done it a gazillion times. I've done it right there in front of people too. I don't care. If you got the yard sale and you're the one selling it, then I don't know. Let's see. Oh shoot, I gotta scroll up. Walt Disney World Quest Magical Racing Tour is fun on the Dreamcast. I love the Dreamcast. That was my first system. I remember Dad got a OSL closing in Sandusky, Ohio. I never had the Dreamcast growing up. I'm just now getting into it. Ashley says, I have a lot of competition around me. Someone got a huge lot of great games and I missed them. You get carried. Has anyone ever highballed you at a yard sale, like came up and offered more? No, that has not happened to me yet. And it won't. Listen, I'll shut somebody down in a heartbeat. Like, don't mess with me at a yard sale. There's not a whole lot of sharks out there though where I'm at. And there's a couple of people that I always see every time I go out yard selling. But the ones that I normally see all the time are not really looking for what I'm looking for. Like there's this one guy that I see almost every yard sale I go to, and he looks for tools. He's a tool man. You know, flipping tools is his thing. Cool. There's this other chick that I see, and she'll pick up anything. And even when she does pick up video games, she still sells them for stupid cheap. Like if she bought it for $1, she might sell it for $5. And even $5 might be underpriced, and you're still getting a great deal. Um, so she's not, she's not anybody I really worry about. Yeah, JD says, yeah, I don't even want to know. I don't. I don't want to know what you got. Someone found a huge SNES collection with a $200 game for $10. That was years ago. And they came to my booth and bragged about it. Made me upset. Yeah, the less I know, the more peaceful my life is. The kid 20 by 6, I know a collector who lives in my area who is a YouTuber, and I don't watch his stuff. Like you said, it annoys me. Now, I mean, if there was another YouTuber in my area, I might have to, like, kind of be friendly with that because we could collaborate with each other. And he could make videos where I'm featured on his channel, and he could be on my channel, and, we could grow both of our subscribers and our channel that way. I wouldn't mind going out and hunting as long as we're doing the same thing together. Um, Another YouTuber wouldn't bother me. Another hunter, that hunts on YouTube, that wouldn't bother me. But like now, like let's say, I started my channel back in January of last year, and like let's say he started his 10 months after me, and now his has already far surpassed my channel, then I'd be upset. I'd be like, nah, you gotta go. Bye. Your channel's doing better than me. Let's see. Y'all ignore my phone going off. Let's see. Just tell them you're reading reviews of the item. Research. It's none of their damn business, right? Dude, I'm excited. Just found a good Facebook Marketplace find. Hope I can get it. Chris, I hope you can too. If you're interested, hey, here we'll do a marketplace search right now. Let's see. Let's see what's in my area on Facebook. See if I can see anything good. All right, so we got a boxed Wii. Game comes with one game. Look at this. $125. What kind of crack are they smoking? $125 for a boxed Wii? No, thank you. Um, this is a little. This is more reasonable. There's a $40 Wii. A lot of Wii's. A lot of Wii's. Let me hit the video game section. Here we go. See if we got anything retro. Okay, here's a Nintendo 64 for $100. That controller plug looks like it belongs to a Fantastic Orange. It might be a first party or it might be a third party. It's got Wave Race, Excite Bike 64, GoldenEye, and NASCAR. They want $100 for it. I'll pass on that. Here's some Wii games, $7 each. There's a Mario Kart, New Super Mario Brothers, Dragon Quest game I don't see very often, Sonic Colors, and then there's a whole bunch of bundles that I have listed on here too. Really not anything that great. All right, so let's scroll up. Let's see. Do I think physical media is ending? It very well possibly could be, The moment that it ends and consoles go digital only, kind of like what Xbox just did with their sad edition, their stupid ass discless edition, um, that'll be the day that I stop collecting new gen consoles at all. Period. I'm done. If a console does not support physical media, I do not support that console. If you're interested in something, a garage sale, always hold on to it. I've seen a fight go on once at a sale. Yeah. Uh, do you ever travel outside of Georgia to hunt? Very, very rarely. I live in North Carolina, like an hour away from Green Bay, and travel to South Carolina and Tennessee to hunt. Yeah, I rarely go out of my area. It doesn't really bother me. Like I said, you can't be everywhere. Good for them. Do you find a lot of buyers are mad flaky on Facebook Marketplace? Listen, I got buyers that where I've already taken my lot. Okay, let's say my lot on eBay is worth $130. Okay, so that eBay price of $130, if I'm listing it on Facebook and I'm going to get straight cash for it, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that $130, I'm going to subtract eBay fees of 10 bucks, or excuse me, $13, 10%. I'm going to subtract PayPal fees, and I'm going to subtract shipping because I do free shipping on everything. So if I've got it listed for 130 with free shipping, well then, so what I'm left with after the sale of $130, after I've eaten up eBay fees, PayPal fees, and shipping, that's the price I list it for on Facebook Marketplace. So if it turns out to be 90 bucks, where I ate $40, well then I'm going to list it on Facebook Marketplace for $90. So people still in their head think, "Oh, I'm getting a great deal," and yeah, you are. You're going to get a great deal because I'm taking away the eBay aspect, the PayPal aspect, and the shipping aspect of it. Um, but yeah, then after I've already marked it down, people are like, "Oh, well, will you take 70?" No, because I've already marked it down $40. I'm firm on my money when it comes to Facebook because I've already deducted all of those fees. I had an amazing marketplace find today. Tatted knows. Yeah, I do. He got some SNES and NES games for $1 each. Someone is selling a Wii with 20 games for $300. Man, that Wii better come with a happy ending. Facebook Marketplace is a hit or miss, but yeah, but when it's good, it's really good. You can find some stuff on there. Moms think Wii's are worth $200 all day. Yeah, I don't know what it is with people thinking Wii's are still like stupid expensive. I haven't been on Craigslist in like 2 years. I'm thinking about going on it right now. I don't even go on OfferUp is dead. Craigslist is definitely dead in my area. Digging the beard, bro. I appreciate it. What's up? Knockout King. There's a Nintendo Play Choice on my marketplace for $3 grand. Hard pass on that. OMFG. Tatted go on Craigslist. Okay, here's the thing about Craigslist. I live in a very small town, so the next or the Craigslist city that is closest to me is still 45 minutes away. So Craigslist is dead in my area. There's like I'd have to live 45 minutes away to be in that area where the stuff is getting listed for that particular city. And I'm not driving 45 minutes for really for anything other than like if it's original Nintendo or Super Nintendo N64 like cartridge stuff. Um, Joey Perez says, "Hey, what's going on? If you are buying on Marketplace, try to get them to give you their address. After that, try usually don't flake out." Listen, when people are responding to me on my ads, or yeah, especially my ads, and they're like, "Okay, well, where do you want to meet?" I just give them my address. That's where I want to meet. I don't want to leave the house. I'm giving you money. Bring it to me. You come to me. Here's my address. There's been a lot of times. I mean, it hasn't always worked out like that, but there's been a lot of times where I've bought stuff off of people, and when they say, "Hey, where do you want to meet?" I just give them my address, and they show up, and I never even have to leave my house, and I get amazing deals. Um, I won't list anything over $100 locally because of how cheap people are. Found a complete in box Dreamcast, and it's for trade for common NES games that need no games though. I know how it is with low balls. I have them come by a lot, and I sell my stuff at the flea market for half the price of eBay or lower. Well, folks, it's been an hour and a half we have been talking. I have thoroughly enjoyed this Friday night. What time is it? 10:15. We'll take it till 10:30. So we got 15 more minutes, and then I'm gonna call it a night. 5:30 comes bright and early, which is what time I get up for Saturday yard sales. I like to get up, make some coffee, have a cup of coffee before I leave the house. A brand new PSP game that goes for 130 for 50 bucks. That's a good deal. I don't know what PSP game sells for $130 though. School me on that one. Oh yeah, I don't play on Saturdays. Fridays I'll get up at like 6:45, and then I'm usually out the door by like 7:15 because there's not as many sales going on Friday. Saturday, I'm balls to the wall. I don't play. I'll be out there with a flashlight digging in boxes. I tried selling Melee and some others locally when Melee was stupid expensive. Bad mistake. Yeah, everybody was trying to get it off of you cheap. In my area, the most overpriced marketplace item has to be a Switch. People think because they got a case and a game for it that it makes it worth $450. Okay, so speaking of Switch, everybody kept asking, "Hey, Tatted, when you gonna get a Switch?" I finally found one at the pawn shop. It's the one with the black Joy Cons, not the red and blue one. And it came with a nice hard shell case where when you zip it open, it's got the foam that's like cut out specifically for the Switch to fit in. Came with a Joy Grip, the Joy Grip controller for your Joy Cons, and it came with a dock for $125. Then I get 10% off of that, so 112 bucks. And I put it on layaway, and to put it down on layaway costs you 10%, so cost me 13 bucks to put it down. So I owe about 99 to $100, and YouTube is cutting my check next week. And so YouTube bought me a Switch. So I thank every single one of you. Y'all are awesome. I mean, I'll have some leftover money for sure, but I wasn't gonna get one until I could find a really stupid cheap price on one, and it's in fantastic condition. It's got the glass screen protector on it. There's no scratches on it. It looks really well taken care of. And the pawn shop hooked me up because I went into the shop today, and they had another Switch that had just been put out for $185. So they gave me a $60 discount and hooked me up. So I'll be joining the Switch family next week, hopefully. Hexaforce is an Atlas RPG. Well, it's Atlas. There you go. I don't have a Switch yet at this point. Do you try? I should wait until the Pro model comes out. If I've already waited this long, I mean that's gonna be up to you. You're gonna pay more money, I think, for that Pro model, but that's up to you. I don't. I've got like the first edition of everything. Like I got the launch PS4. I've got the launch Xbox One. Um, I've got the launch Wii. I pretty much have like the launch system of everything. I don't upgrade. Once I have a PS4, there was no need for me to have a PS4 Slim, PS4 Pro. I got a PS4. As long as I can play the games, that's all that matters to me. Um, have a great night and good luck tomorrow. You ready? Let's go. Best intro for game hunting. I'll play that intro to pump me up when hunting. So you ready? Let's go. I can never find a cheap Nintendo Switch. Everyone wants it. How much it is in the store. Yeah. Luckily, I I walked in at the right time because I walked in and I said, "Hey, do you happen to have anything new coming out today?" And he was like, "Yeah, I got something right up your alley." And he pulls out a box with some video games, and there was a Switch in there. And I was like, "Oh shoot!" I was like, "Well, how much you getting on the Switch?" He said, "Well, how much do they go for brand new?" I said, $299. He said, "How's $125 sound?" I said, "That sounds great." He's like, "And you get your 10% off." I was like, "Yeah, hook me up, man." I was like, "Let me go ahead and throw that on layaway and take it off the floor so nobody else gets that good deal." He's like, "No, that deal was for you." I was like, "Yeah, it was." Woohoo. G Dilla, that's awesome. I still need one. My son has one. Man, just play your sons. Tell him you're gonna have to confiscate it from him for a while. Persona 3 Portable for the PSP is a higher value game. Yeah, I sold Persona for like 30 or $35 loose cartridge. How often do you find the blue Wii's? Uh, at the pawn shop pretty often. I never buy them though. They always want $30 for the Wii, so I'm like, nah. Got my Switch at my local pawn shop, 150 with Mario Odyssey box and case for both. Fantastic. Yeah, I am gonna need the box for the Switch. Do you plan out your garage sale route before you head out, or do I just wing it? Yes. Um, there's actually a Facebook group in my area that list the all the yard sales and their addresses for the Friday sales, and then on Friday they list all the sales and the addresses for the sales that are taking place the following day on Saturday. So I'll take a screenshot of those addresses. I'll put them into Google. I'll find out the quickest route, and that's the route that I go and I hit them all up. And then if I see any along the way, then those are just freestyle stops. But yeah, I plan them out for sure. Good question there, Phil. I usually buy launch systems, but PlayStation always makes special editions like Star Wars and God of Wars, so I'll wait for those. Dude, I'm jelly of your Turbo Express. I've been hunting for 10 years and can't count on one hand how many times I found TurboGrafx 16 stuff. I can count one time how many times I have found TurboGrafx 16. That's all that I have ever found. And it pretty much fell in my lap. I already have a Switch, but I get another at that price. Yeah. I mean, I'm basically paying $112 and then I could still flip it. I could sell it for 230, 240, and make money on it. Thanks for YouTube for the notification. Thanks YouTube for the notification. Man, we've been at it for an hour and 38 minutes. I'm planning my route right now. Do you even play your games? All I hear you say is this game is rare, this game is worth a lot. I can make a profit, blah blah blah. Yeah, I play my games, but I'm a reseller too. I mean, obviously I'm a collector, but I'm a reseller full time. That's what I do all day, every day. Um, I mean, if I've already got the game, there's no need for me to have 7 copies of the same game. But if I can pick up 7 copies and make money, that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I play my games. I'll sit my butt right here in this recliner and play both of these TVs. I got a CRT over here, and I got the flat screen right here for the um, New gen consoles. Not sure about the US, but you can now use your air miles for video games on their website. That's pretty cool. I pre-ordered the new Sonic racing game. That's really cool. Do I have a Vita? Yes. You ever put your higher end titles on AZ or the Bay at a ridiculously high price just in case someone wants it at that bet? No. I sell stuff for what it sells for what I see commonly at sold prices on eBay. When are you and Reem Bean going to live together split screen? I don't know. Yeah, Billy Bob the Troll. You know what? I'm the only moderator here. So hide user on that channel and remove. Let's see. I just found an original NES Sharp TV controller from someone who didn't know what they had with a blinking NES. Those are cool finds. Yeah. All right, folks. Well, it is we got 4 more minutes and then I'm getting off for the night. 4 more minutes, so ask me as many questions as you can in 4 minutes. Blue Raz Menthol. I'm looking for N64 games that I don't have and original Nintendo games I don't have. NES games. I have a 2015 FRS sports car. It's a Toyota with a Subaru engine in it. It's because I always end the streams like really quick. I appreciate it, Phil. Good luck with you tomorrow. Man, I hope you find little Samson tomorrow. I appreciate it, Dom. Yeah, I used to own 2 vape shops, and so, but I've never tried the salt-based Nick. I still like my free base. Took me an hour and 45 minutes to drink this one glass. Man, I found Resident Evil 2 for $7.50 at the pawn shop. Love my pawn shop, man. I swear. They had $10 on it, but it was around Easter time. They had this basket with Easter eggs in it. You crack open the Easter egg and get an extra percentage off, and I got 25 extra percent off and got it for $7.50. Porky's Trilogy for $2. Those are good movies. Wish you luck, Night Tatted. Praying for your baby cousin. Hey, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, yeah, but took my mind off things for a while tonight. Any way to get the Japanese Super Mario Brothers 2 on a NES cart without paying an arm and a leg? Um, on a NES cart, I don't know, but if you just pick up Super Mario All Stars for the Super Nintendo. Then the Lost was it Lost Episodes? Anyway, that's Super Mario Brothers 2, the Japanese version. Um, that's the way I play it. The oldest piece of the collection, something I've had for a long time. My Game Boy, my original Game Boy. I've had this since the day it came out. There is my original Game Boy from 1989. I tell you what, if I do not kill it tomorrow, there probably will not be an episode on Sunday because I haven't found much this week at all. Not at all. This week has definitely been a heck of a lot deader than last week was. So unless I find some good stuff, um, there probably won't be an episode on Sunday, which is kind of why I got on tonight to chat with everybody. What is that pawn shop again you go to a lot? I try to find it up north here and haven't seen it. It's called Lending Bear. They're not up north Georgia. They're down here in the south. I said out loud, "Oh come on!" When you got Resident Evil 2, yeah, it was and I got it on video. Showed the receipt on video. It said 750 Resident Evil 2. Lost levels. Yeah, there you go. See you later, Tatted. I'm headed out. Got to wake up for that great purple system. Yes, you do. Go get it. Or get the Japanese version and the Hopkin adapter. Yeah, there's another way you can play it. Do I collect TV series? A few. Probably one of my most favorite shows of all time is House. Doctor House. Dude's my freaking House is my spirit animal. I love me some House. Wow, such a clean screen on that Game Boy. That's the original screen too. It's already popped off, and I've had to re-glue it like 2 or 3 times. Besides Taylor Swift, there you go. Yeah, House is my man. Yeah, but that's the original screen on it. My original Game Boy. I mean, it's got some scratches on it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that in the light. Let's see. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's pretty clean. The 1-800 number came off. Battery compartment's pretty clean. Oh yeah, House Buddies. It's on Amazon Prime right now. Oh man, I wish I had Amazon Prime. That'd be awesome to watch. LMAO vaping. I don't know why you laughing. Oh, I've been to the Princeton Hospital for House. It is nice. That's pretty cool. I'd love to go. Keep an eye out for a show called Reaper. It's pretty good. They only made 2 seasons of it. Will do. All right, folks. It's that time. 3 minutes past the time I said I was going to end this, but I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. I hope those of you that are going out yard selling tomorrow find some amazing stuff to add to your collection. I hope you find some amazing stuff to resell, to add more money into your pocket to go out and buy more video games for your collection. Um, the name of the game is to put as much into your collection as you want for absolutely free. That's the name of the game. And anyone that says, "Oh, you're not a real collector because you resell," don't listen to those kind of people. Um, you know good and well that if you come across an N64 lot that has 10 games and they only want $30 for it, and 9 out of those 10 games you already have, you know good and well you're going to resell those games. Everybody does it. Trading is the same thing. You're going to trade value for value. So don't let people bring you down. Don't let people spoil your fun. Gaming is supposed to be fun. Collecting is supposed to be fun. Don't let people steal your joy. I hope everyone's had a fantastic night. And we'll see you next time. Take care.